So I started to notice in the last couple years or so, I've been struggling to find games to play. Well, mainly newer ones, or I will pick one up and I'll never finish it. A great example is I remember when Left 4 Dead first came out, I would beat the game over and over again. The formula was pretty simple: kill hordes of zombies, make it to the final chapter, and escape. I don't know if you remember a game that came out a few years ago called Back 4 Blood. A game that is supposed to be like Left 4 Dead, but much bigger, more maps, more survivors, more zombies, etc. I played it for a few days, was having fun, but then I lost interest, stopped playing, and don't have any interest of picking it back up. But why did that happen? You remember this game? I'm sure you do. I was super stoked for Starfield, pre-downloaded. I played it as soon as it released. Played it for a week before I started getting bored with it. I mean, hell, I had to force myself to beat it. And ever since that, haven't touched it since. For a game that's based on exploration and all these planets to explore, the world felt weirdly small to me. I mean, shit, Fallout New Vegas' map felt bigger in comparison. Now, I don't want to spend this whole video ranting on Starfield, so let's continue forward. I find it hard to believe that I'm getting older and just losing interest in games. I still love gaming. Hell, I get excited when they announce a new title that looks great. In my opinion, I feel like a lot of new AAA games are just following a new trend. If one game blows up and sells millions of copies, the other studios are going to copy them, do the same thing. Then you got all these games that feel the same and none of them feel unique from one another. And that concept mainly with the AAA game. If you ask me, the 2000s and 2010s games was the golden age of gaming. I played games almost every day and they're all from the eras of that gaming. But still, every now and again I get tired of playing them over and over for the 100th time. So I'll try to play something new. But there's this awful loop I'll get myself stuck in I'll let you know about. All of these games are right in front of you. You got Steam, Game Pass, the PlayStation Store. They're all just a click or a button away. Which one would think that would be a great thing. But I'm starting to think it's far from that. I will spend hours scrolling through looking for a new game to play, watching gameplay videos. And next thing I know, it's been 3 hours I haven't even touched a game. Maybe it's just overwhelming. Maybe it's too many choices. I guess I just miss going to GameStop and purchasing a game, opening up the case, looking at the cover, flipping through the in-game map. Man, it was a treat. You remember the GameStop employees trying to sell you the whole store while you're just trying to buy one game? Go home, pop that disc in, and play for what seemed like forever. But hell, I got a new console and it don't even have a disc tray in it. Now, what about graphics? All new games should have outstanding graphics, especially the AAA games nowadays. A lot of the new ones look great, don't get me wrong, the maps are pretty to look at. They're kind of like my exes, beautiful on the outside but shallow, boring, always asking me for money. I remember playing open world games for the freedom and they had a great story, the world was just there, but I would find myself powering through the main missions because the story was so good. The 2000s and 2010 gave us amazing characters with the great character development. You had characters like Commander Shepard, Joel, Kratos, Arthur Morgan, and plenty more of them. Them characters will always have a place in my memory. But I'm starting to lose my train of thought here. I've just been sticking to these smaller indie games. I mean, they're tons of fun. A lot of them can do things that AAA studios can't do. Well, I usually like to try to keep my videos short, and I'm not much of a talker. Most of the time I get off topic a lot. But good thing I can edit most of that. But thank you for watching. Oh, and one of my other videos got over 200,000 views, which is super awesome. Very surprising to me, by the way. Well, goodbye. Stay golden.